Welcome to Hardcore Garage. How's everybody doing today? I just got home. It's kind of late, and there was mail, lots and lots of boxes. But this is the main box I think we want to see. What's in the box? All right, all you cool cats and cool kittens. Let's cut this bad boy open right here. I'm pretty sure I know what this is. But inquiring minds want to know what's in the box. So what do we got here? Trimline flex fan. I think this might be an old part. I'm not sure. But this is going on the 64. I'm hoping this solves some of my issues. I really am, because I'm running out of options, and I really don't want to put a water pump on that thing just yet. Hopefully this will at least get us, which really saying get us through the rest of the year. I think we're done with the heat now. I'm going to have to redo my thought patterns on keeping the vehicle warm now instead of the opposite. But anyway, this is going to go on there. I have moved the air condenser or radiator or whatever you want to call that. I moved it forward. So I'm hoping there's enough room to get this in between there. If not, I'm going to have to do some redesigning and rethinking on this whole thing. So wish me luck. So basically what I got was a 16-inch Flexolite fan. I do not know if this comes with a thermostat, which I've still never figured out that issue just yet. So I'm just going to put it on a switch, to see if it even is solving my issues to begin with. Sacramento, California. It's a California fan. Means it's super cool. Mounting kit, wiring kit. Yeah, no thermostat, which is fine. Like I said, I'm not really ready to go that route just yet anyway. Will it come out? There we are. Yep. Looks like we got maybe a sticker down in there. Yeah, stickers. Gotta love them stickers. Finally getting on that electric fan. I have low expectations at this point, but it's the cheapest, easiest thing to try at this point to see if we can cure this overheating. There's only one more official cruise for this season anyway, so here's what I got done so far. I did not video while I was installing some of this stuff. It's just so erratic. I'm doing a little bit here and there, running to the store, got to get parts. I still don't have everything I need to do this exactly how it needs to be done, but I'll show you what I've got done so far. Ended up buying a Flexolite 16-inch fan. Puts out 2150 CFMs. And the way that you do it is you take a small screwdriver is what I used and shove. Well, actually, it was an owl pick, and line up the fan exactly where you needed it to be, and then I shoved it through in between these little fins here. If you get a really close view there, you can actually see all the way through there. Those are the cooling fins. You shove it through there and just kind of make yourself a little space, and then they give you these things they call nylon bolts. You can just barely see the head right there. Right there. It shoves all the way through, and I'll try to show you on the back side here if you can see any of them. Okay, way over there. It's not going to give me the light I need to do this, guys. I can see one down there. Can you see that little black spot on the back of the radiator? It's almost just like a little push-on disc. It's plastic, and you get it real snug up against the radiator to keep that thing from moving. Okay, so that's in there. Just ran the wires down through there, and the wires come up in over here into this other mess. This was a totally different. I just went to Advance Auto and picked up a relay kit for an electric fan. Found a factory screw there that holds the inner fender in, I believe. So I decided to use it. I had to drill this thing out just barely to get it on there, and that's as far as I've gotten so far. I need to get me some of these connectors that'll fit on that positive there. I need at least one of those, and a couple more little pieces, and I think that I'm gonna be just right. My only question right now is, this has an override, or whatever you want to call it. This green wire is supposed to hook to your air conditioning wire, which is this wire right here, or you can hook it to an override switch inside the cab. My air conditioning isn't hooked up. There's no belt. I mean, everything else is hooked up. It just doesn't have the belt on it, and there's no fluid inside, or gas, or whatever. I'm wondering if I tap into this wire with a T-tap. I know a lot of people probably hate those, but if I tap into that wire and I turn the air conditioning on inside, will it cause my fan to come on? That would be the most easiest thing for me to do right now, as opposed to running a wire in and a switch of my own. So that is what I am going to attempt to do and have ready for this Saturday's cruise. But that's where I'm at. So I'm going to try to get this going, and hopefully that air conditioning hack, if you will, will get me fanned up. Okay, so I got the fan running. Switch this camera out here and kind of show you what I did. It's just temporary. I still say that everything that I'm doing is more like a band-aid. I don't think I'm addressing the real problem. But I think it may kind of keep it under control. So anyway, check this out. You already saw where I got the relay, and it is just a mess here of wires for now, so please ignore that. I will clean it up. But anyway, you got your hot wire here hooked to the battery, ground wire back over here on a factory ground. What I did was ran the ground for the relay and the fan, and because I'm using it as a pusher, you have to reverse the wire, so you ground the positive on this. Over here is my hot wire coming from the fan, fused. Both of them are fused. This one down here that doesn't hook to anything is if I have a second fan. And then you have a brown wire down in here that would hook to the thermostat, or whatever you want to call it. It has one of the little needle thingies that'll stick through these, basically exactly the way that the fan did. Sticks through there. You put a little end on it on the back side to hold it on, or the front side, however you decide to do it. And a wire runs to that, the brown wire, and then there's a yellow wire that runs from it that has to go to a switched 12 volt. Then the only other wire we have here is this green wire, and what that is an override, and I just temporarily did it over here to my air conditioning pump. And what this does, which is something that I just found out today also, like right now if I put a test light on this, I'm getting 12 volts while this thing is off. When you turn it on, it turns to a ground. So this switch runs off the ground. The way it is now, all I have to do is turn, and again, I don't have my belt on, so I just turn the fan on inside. Gotta have the keys. I already have it on. And it turns the fan on. Turn this off. No sound out there. Fan goes off. And I can run this on any speed I want, and the fan will at least still run. We're just now down below 190. That's cool. Okay, so here's the issue. If I ran that little sensor, it would turn it on at 185 and back off at 160 or 165, somewhere around there. I've got a 160 thermostat in here. So we got the car in the driveway and let it get up to about 180, 185 right in through there. I think more closer to 180, and I turned the fan on. And it did tremendously. I mean, from 165, I mean, it like almost instantly, probably within 2 minutes, it was, you know, up to the 180 mark. So it heats up really fast once there's no, you know, air movement. Turned the fan on, and it maintained it. It still rose slightly, but it maintained it pretty good. I think if you know, can get moving, at least a little bit, that will probably work. Or I think what my next experiment would be is to turn the fan on as soon as I turn the car, or as soon as I get to 160, go ahead and start running my electric fan and see what that does. That's where I'm at now. So, I really don't know. Again, like I said, I think I'm just bandaging things. The next thing I really need to do is the water pump. It really is. And if that doesn't solve it, carburetor, and there is some carburetor issues. I also don't have a kick down, so this thing goes from like first to third if I don't manually shift. The linkage there is, the linkage from the transmission is there, but then like some pieces are missing off of the intake that would hold the linkage, and the rest of the linkage that would go to the carburetor is all gone. So that's something I got to work on finding too. I have a spare motor and tranny. It may be on there if I'm lucky. I just need to get that to my house. So I don't know if this helped you guys at all. You know, electric fans. It seems like everything I'm doing here lately is kind of a bum deal. Coke machine didn't work after I got done. I mean, this kind of, the final cruise is Saturday, and I'm going to take it and just try it out, see what happens. In worst case scenario, I'm on the side of the road for a couple hours while she cools down. But I think that if I do turn the fan on, I'm going to try it again here. Maybe if I let it sit for an hour or so, we'll go back for another ride and then see what happens then. But till then, y'all take it easy. Keep up on them projects and keep on trucking.